It's good to see all these great scientific minds gathered here in one place. I truly am honored to be here before you today, accepting this prestigious award. Let me first start by thanking those who came before me, that essentially made my work and achievements possible. Cancer research has been happening for years. Without many prior discoveries, I would not stand before you today accepting the Nobel Prize in Medicine for curing cancer. There are many who deserve my acknowledgments, such as Monica, Zach, Evan, but unfortunately I will not have time to name everyone. One person I want to make sure I mention though is Professor Alan Ashworth. Alan, although unknown to many, is a true pioneer in the field of medicine. Let me give you a little background information. His first breakthrough occurred in 1995 when his team and he discovered how to identify women at high risk for breast cancer. Although this may not seem significant to some of you, it truly is. By identifying who is at risk early on, it gave doctors the chance to battle cancer before it developed and multiplied in later stages, therefore saving many lives. This is not the extent of Ashworth's work though. In 2005, Ashworth and his team made a huge medical breakthrough. They found that drugs that simply go by the name PARP have shown signs to attack cancerous cells in the body. This knowledge laid the groundwork to my eventual cure. Professor Ashworth was kind enough to pass his findings on to me when he thought he reached the limits of the drug. Without this knowledge being passed to me, I would never have been able to combine and provide the right mixture of traditional remedies and new age technology to provide a cure. It is important to note that while I was chosen to be bestowed with this great honor, it was more of a team effort. I cannot say enough about the government support and funding I received during my many years of research. Even with budget cuts and the sagging economy, the United States government stood firmly behind me. And it was not without some heated arguments in Congress over what some said was a useless investment with no help for a cure. It's thanks to the courageous members of Congress that chose to hope. Without the government footing the bill, my team would have never had the resources to achieve what we have. Government funding also helped attract the brightest minds in the world to our National Cancer Research Center. Private funded cancer research centers simply cannot provide the resources that my team had at its disposal. Over the course of a long 10 years, our research team that would make history was assembled. After some members leaving and new members joining, we found the perfect mix. I simply could not have asked for better companions to work with. Not to be overly confident, but I'm pretty sure we could have accomplished any task we put our mind to. I informed our members that we'd not be simply a team that looked for a way to temporarily deter cancer or prolong the lives of those affected. We would find a way to totally cure it and rid it of the body, while avoiding many of the nasty side effects, such as that previous treatments provided. Many of them looked at me in disbelief, and although not saying it, I am sure they believe that to be impossible. I stand here in front of you a mere 10 years later, and we have accomplished just that. We now have a cure. I assure you no one is in disbelief anymore. Our team put in countless hours, and I assure you it wasn't for the money. It was their passion to achieve their goal. They spent weekends and even some holidays away from their loved ones in order to help society as a whole. Through their self-sacrifice and dedication, we achieved everything we set out to do. This award should also recognize all of them, as they truly made the cure a reality. After discussing it with my team, we decided to donate the prize money that comes with this honor to research teams that are currently trying to find a cure for AIDS. It is our hope that they too will someday find a cure to that devastating disease. Up until recently, I was a frustrated man who started to lose hope in what we were trying to achieve. I must say it's a good thing I did not give up. Perseverance is key to everything in life, and this was a good example. To any younger listeners out there tonight, don't give up on your dreams. Anything is truly possible. Just work hard to achieve what you set out to do. Your parents and teachers will surely help you out. Every great finding started out as someone else's vision or dream. I would like to thank this selection committee for this honor. Never in my life did I think I would be standing here one day giving this speech. We have achieved something remarkable in this past year, and it is important that we quickly spread out the cure throughout the world. Hopefully we can reach everyone in time and cure those who have been affected for years. Once again, I am humbled by this award, and thank you for everyone who made it possible.